I apologise for any background noise on this video. I can't control that, I'm afraid. I've got tree cutters going down the street in front of me, and I've got leaf blowers and all sorts of things going on, so it may be a bit noisy. But the first part of this card, I've got my card here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of it, and I'm going to stick it to a piece of white paper. This is because on this side of it, and I'll pick it up in a second so you can see it, I have my card, but I have a stencil on the top of it. Okay, so I can hold on to this and I don't have to hold on to the actual stencil. The stencil has got some temporary adhesive on the back of it to put it onto my card, and it is the same size as my card base. So I've got here some texture paste, and this one has got a slight sparkle to it. And this is why I'm doing this bit first, because it needs some drying time. So I'm literally just going to scrape this over my stencil, like that. Now I'm using card underneath with the hope that it won't get too wet and won't get too wrinkly at the end of the day, because I really don't want it that wrinkly. The texture paste I got here is the one that I bought in Lidl a while ago, and it just creates a little bit of sparkle. It's not really heavy sparkle, but just slightly sparkly. So I can scrape the rest of that into there, put my tool in some water so that it doesn't get completely gummed up, and just wipe it off. The good thing about these things is plastic ones are relatively easy to clean up anyway. So now that I've done that, I just need to be very brave and find a corner that I can pick up somewhere. There we go. There. Okay, so that is my first layer for my card, but I'm going to put that to one side and allow it to dry. As I said, that's why I wanted to do that bit first. So here I have what is actually a complete copy of the stencil, but I've cut it out into card. I have my card base, and it's cut to the same size as my card base. I don't want to stick it down on there at the moment. What I do want to do is put this piece, which is an offset of that, and I want to put that on top of there, lining it up like so. And you definitely want to make sure that it's glued around the outer edge. There we go, one on top of the other, like that. Now they are not supposed to line up, they are supposed to be offset and very slightly different, because I wanted this sort of shadowy effect, and it's really quite pretty. So now I've got these things pretty much dry, and so what I want to do is to put some glue on the back of this one and then put it over the other one. Now do make sure before you put your glue on and completely mess things up that you have your image around the right way, because it is not symmetrical, and if you don't have it round the right way and try and put it down in the wrong direction, you're going to completely mess up the pattern. So I'm just going to put some glue through the middle of here as well. There we go, that will do. And then, because I've already checked the direction of my design, I'm going to put this onto here. And I have already put the double-sided tape on the back of the red panel, so that I am literally ready to stick it down onto my card base. And So the extra sort of dimension and colour and glitter that you get on the base shines through the holes, and it gives a kind of holographic effect, which is rather pretty. So that's the main part of the card done, and I have here a black strip which could be used for a sentiment, but I also cut out some circular designs, again with this pattern repeated, these circles within circles offset to one side, so that if you want to, you could, for example, put that on there and put that over the top. If you want to, you can stamp a sentiment onto the strip. I've also done a strip with the arrows facing outwards. And if you want to, you can fold them back on each other like that, so that you add extra dimension to them as well. So how you finish it off is entirely up to you, but I've given you all the files needed to make this base card. I've given you the file for that, the sentiment strip, and I said there's another sentiment strip in the file as well with the arrows going outwards. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and take care now. Bye bye.